Hi guys, I hope all of you are familiar with the single point tracking that you learned in the previous tutorial. And for today's class again, we are going to learn about tracking, but here instead of one point or a single point, we are going to deal with multiple points. Okay, so in my project setting, I have made it to HD1080, that is 1920 by 1080, and I have a couple of videos to read. I'll take this Mirage Casino, this footage, the final one, and the second one is Inside VAT University. So these are the two footages that I actually wanted to take. Okay, this footage, if you see, it's like this. I'm playing it in 1:4. In 1:1 you can see how it looks. So this is a footage. Okay, there are buildings, there are camera movements. You can see camera is moving. Okay, here you can see there is a video screen, but there is no video played here, but now video will start. You can see the video is playing here. So I wanted to replace this video while the camera is moving. I also wanted to replace this and maybe this. Okay, so I'll go to the first frame and come back to my node. So what do I want to play? I wanted to play this video there. Which video? This one. You see here, this video. This is a video. It's about VIT. You can see. Okay, so this video I wanted to play here. So I'll attach this. Now in order to do this, I need to track this area. I'll go to the first frame. Okay, this part is where I'm going to fix my video. Okay, so I need to track this. For that purpose, I add a tracker here. This is a tracker node. Okay, for this tracker node, I'm going to add tracks. Okay, see here, when I add track, I get a track point here. I'll just move this track point to one of the corners. Okay, that's inside the black and white area. You can see here I'm placing. Okay, and you can define the boundary of this and also this. Okay, so I don't want to go here. I'm keeping it inside this. So this is my track number 1. Then again I add tracker 2. This is going to act as my track number 2. So I'll keep it here and use shift, then use shift and place it. This can be a little smaller also. Yeah. Okay, so track 1, track 2. Now comes track 3. Add track, bring it here. So find a fine position here. Tracking actually happens based on the pixels. You can see we are dealing here with pixels. Okay, and the boundary that you are setting. You have to set the boundary according to the colors that are involved, the pixels that are involved. You can see here. So with this I can easily identify there is white, there is this brownish color, and there is this orangish color. And I'm adding another track, which is track 4, which I'm keeping to the other side. Okay, so these are the 4 tracks that I have. Now for all the 4 tracks, press shift and select all this. Okay, what are we going to do? we are going to track this. Okay, these are the settings, transform, and the node that is available for the tracker. For each tracker, if you see, what are you going to transform? Okay, are you going to stabilize? Are you going to match move? Okay, these are the options that are given. Just leave it as none. Select all the four. Make sure that you are in the first frame. Then make sure that you track to the end. Okay, just press track to the end. Depending upon your system speed, the tracking will happen. It tracks the movement of the camera. It also manipulates the shake that is there in the footage. Once the tracking is done, you will be notified when it reaches 100% here. You can see. So it's almost close to 100 now. Yeah, it's done. Go back. Okay, now I'll just play this to see if the track points are staying. Yeah, see here. Now comes the video there. That's why it's a little bit slow at this point. The video is going to appear. See, the video has appeared. You see, after this there is no tracking because the video ends here. Okay, so what do you need? You need up to say 250 frames. Then go to the settings, make this to 250 so that you have everything in the timeline here. Okay, now this tracking is done. I wanted to merge this on top of this node. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll include a merge node here where my A is this and B is the tracker node, and from the merge I'm getting this. Okay, you see it's here. Now I wanted to transform this VAT. I need to do a bit of scaling to bring it down to fit that area. Okay, I'll just leave it like this. Okay, now you see the video is playing. Okay, but it's not in the correct position. I need to mention something special here to stick these things. Okay, the corners that are here, this is a corner, this is a corner, this is one, and this is one. So there are four corners, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so I wanted to pin these corners to the track points that we have introduced. Okay, so there is something called as corner pin. Okay, click on corner pin. Okay, this is the corner pin. So you need to specify the data for the corner pin. Remember the track points that we gave. Double click track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4. So come to the corner pin. Track 1 is the top portion of the video. Okay, you see, just I'll just type some value here, 15. It's moving, you can see. Okay, or I'll type 68. So it's moving. Okay, so in the corner pin, what do you have to do? You have to adjust the values. Okay, I'm going to link this TUT1 to the tracker 1. Okay, so TUT1 is down. This is TUT1. So this has to be linked to track 3. Okay, so just undo. This is track 1. Link to tracker. This is track 3. Okay. then TO4 is track 4. Sorry, there's something wrong here. Okay, undo. So for the corner pin, I'm repeating it again. Maybe this transform node is giving a problem. I'll disable this transform node. Now let's see. See, TO3, this is TO1, this is TO2, 3, 4. Okay, so TO1 is our track 3. So here link tracker to track 3. And TO4 to track 4. Now you can see here something is getting linked. Okay, I'll just link it, then we will adjust. Okay, link to track 2. So now everything is wrongly linked. Okay, see, you need to identify track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4. Okay, now I'll delete the corner pin because there's something wrong. Okay, so here for this video I'll again add the corner pin. Okay, you can see here TO1, TO2, TO3, TO4. So this is track 1. TO4 is track 1. TO3 is your track 2. So TO4 is track 1. TO3 is track 2. TO1 is your track 3 and TO2 is your track 4. So you need to note this down and then you have to proceed. TO4, link it to track 1. Okay, see, it's linked. Then TO3, link it to track 2. Okay, it's linked. Then TO2 is for track 4. Then TO1 is for track 3. See, now the video is all linked. Okay, so this is how we link. Now I'll just save this composition to name board track. Save this and play. You can see that the video is played. And the tracking is also happening. I'll just stop and reduce the preview size to 1:4 and zoom this a bit. Now you see. So it's playing. Tracking is happening. It will say take some time because of the system configuration. We have used so many track points here. Okay, so inside the white border you can see exactly your video is visible. I'll change it to 1:1 to make it a little bigger. So the clarity will increase when I make it to 1:1. You can see, but it will take time. See, inside the white border, I got the video. It's it's pretty much nice. See, I move it forward, still it's there. I move it little more forward, it's still there. All right. Okay. So now, similarly, you can add more track points and you can do the tracking. Say for example, if you want to remove this, okay, you can just use a snipping tool, any kind of snipping tool. I'll use snip. Yes. So I'll use a snip tool here. I'm sorry, the system is a bit slow today. Oof. It's because of this. I'll reduce the quality. We'll increase it when we want. Now it should be faster. Okay, snip. So I'll take the snip tool. You can use any snipping tool to snip this part. Okay, what do you want here? You just want the color, right? All you need is the color that is visible here. Yes, I got the snip tool here, and I'll change this to 1:1. Go to snip tool, snip this part. You can take this to Photoshop or you can take this to any software. So Control C. I'll take this to just paint. In the paint, I'll paste this. I'll pick the color here. Sorry, I'll pick the color with the eyedropper, then fill this with the bucket. Okay, now select the area and crop. Now you can include any text that you want. So I'll type it as GDUT, PRC, whatever that you want, you can type. Place the text to the center. Sorry, 1 second. I'll fill this and type it again. There was some problem. GDUT, PRC. Just choose any color and increase the font size. You can do this in any software that you want. Okay, to make it simple, I'm making it in this. So file, save as, and you save it wherever you want. So number 4, so this is GDUT JPEG. Save. Okay, so I have saved it. Now you can read this. You can add trackers again here. Go to the first frame. Okay, you can add trackers 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can read this. the file that you just made. So this is the files that you just made. You can read this and you can merge this over. See, now this is merged over. I'll use a transform node for this. It's here. Okay. So you can add 4 more track points again here for this. You can include a tracker and then you can attach 1, 2, 3 and 4 like that. Okay, so I'll disable this. I'm not going to do this now. You can try this, and in case you want to take the output, you can insert a write node here where you give the file name, that is desired, output VAT or something, whatever name you want, .mov, a proxy name just in case I need it, %d MOV, and Apple ProRes or Photo JPEG or whatever. Okay, Apple ProRes is fine for me, and I'll just render this till 250. Okay, it's going to take time, but look at the speed in which it goes. It will slow down when it comes here because after this comes the camera movement. So when there is a movement in the camera, it will take time for the tracking. See how fast it's proceeding. Yeah. So our output file name is output vat.mov. Let's see. What's the file name that we gave? And where did we give? dcom4. This is the one, output VAT. Let's see how it plays. See, nobody will identify that you have tracked it. It's smoother. It's fine. You can see how smooth it is. That's the power of the 4-point tracking. Even when there is a camera movement, you get things right when you track it properly. Alright, I hope this method is clear for you all. I want you all to practice this, and then I'll give you some source footage also to practice more with 4-point tracking. See you again.